Hi, I am Isaac. My name is Isaac. Today, I have a book. This is Curious George. Okay? We're going to read. Here is the book, Curious George. Today, we're going to read Curious George's first day of school. Okay? Okay. This is George. This is George. George is a monkey. George is a monkey. This is the man with the yellow hat. His hat is yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay? The man with the yellow hat, is a person. Person, monkey. Person, monkey. Okay? Now, George eats breakfast. Breakfast is he eats a banana. He eats maybe cereal. Maybe. That's breakfast. The man with the yellow hat eats cereal. He drinks maybe coffee. Maybe. Okay. Now, the man with the yellow hat says, George, today is a good day. Today is a good day because you will go to school. George goes to school today. Okay? Now, George is happy. He's excited. George says, school? Yes! That's awesome! I love school. George loves school. Okay. So, the man with the yellow hat and George go to school. Now, there are lots of kids. She's a kid. Lots of kids at school. Is George a kid? No, he's a monkey. But that's okay. So, George goes to school and he goes with the man with the yellow hat. They go to school. Okay. Now, this is the teacher. The teacher is Mr. Apple. Mr. Apple. That's weird. Mr. Apple, okay? The teacher is Mr. Apple. So, George says, hi, Mr. Apple. Mr. Apple says, hi, George. Welcome to school. And this kid says, what? A monkey? A monkey at school? Okay. So, now, Mr. Apple says, hello, class. Hello. This is George. This is George. It's his first day. George is on his first day of school. And the class says, hi, George. Okay. Hi, George. All right. Now, George is funny. George is funny because he has 4 hands. 4. He has 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands. His feet have hands. Wow, that's crazy. The kids like George. She likes George. She likes George. He likes George. The kids like George because George has 4 hands. Okay, look, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hands. What? Okay. Now, oh wow. George plays with the balls. This is a ball. Ball, 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 ball. George throws the balls. Throw. See? Throw. George throws the balls. The kids play. He plays, she plays, they play with the balls. They play with balls. Okay? Ooh, now look. George can balance. Balance. He balances lunch boxes. So this is a lunchbox, 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 okay? George can balance, balance lunch boxes on where? On his head. Lunch boxes balance on his head. George also balances fruit. Banana, orange, apple, apple. He can balance, balance the fruit. And milk. He can balance the milk. Okay? Can she balance? No, she can't really. She can't balance the lunchbox. Oh, he can a little bit. He can balance the lunch boxes a little bit, but George, he's good at balancing. He's good. Okay. Now, Mr. Apple says, okay, it's time for art. Okay, class, art. We're going to paint. Paint. Okay, this is paint, paint, paint. We're going to make paintings. Is that a good idea? No, not a good idea. George is a monkey. Monkeys can't paint. Okay. So George mixes the paint. He mixes blue paint with red paint. George mixes blue paint and red paint, and he gets purple paint. This is purple, okay? George mixes blue paint and red paint, and he gets purple paint. George mixes yellow paint and red paint, and he gets orange paint, okay? Yellow and red makes orange. Okay. Now George mixes yellow paint and blue paint, and he gets green paint. But now George mixes all the paint. Blue paint, red paint, yellow paint, green paint, and he gets a disaster. Oh no. George makes a big mess. A big mess. A disaster. Oh no. Mr. Apple says, oh, honey. He says, oh no, George. And she says, oh no, George. He laughs. He says, ha, 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 George. So the kids look at George. Okay? Now, George sees the big mess, the disaster, the big mess. George says, okay, I want to clean up. I want to clean up the mess, okay? I'm going to clean up. George says, clean up. So George goes and he goes to the closet. This is the closet. Okay? The closet has a bucket, and a mop. Bucket, mop. And George gets on top of the bucket, on top. And he goes fast. He goes fast. He goes really fast. Vroom, fast in the hallway. And this is the janitor. The janitor, he says, "No, George, stop. Stop, George. What are you doing? No. Stop." But George, he doesn't stop. And boom. Oh no. George spills the water. He spills. The water spills everywhere. Okay. Is George happy or sad? He is sad. George is sad because there's a big mess. A big mess, a disaster. Mr. Apple says, "Oh no, George. She's mad. She's not happy. She's mad. She's angry." I don't know, he's sad. She covers her eyes. George is sad. Then the kids are nice. The kids are really, really nice, okay? The kids help. The kids help. She helps. She cleans. She cleans. Clean. He cleans. He cleans. George cleans. They clean with the mop. The mop. See? Mop. 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 This is a mop. They clean with the mop. He cleans with his feet. George cleans. Everybody cleans. And woohoo! Now everything is all clean. No more messes. There's a mop, a bucket, and it's clean. And she says, this girl says, "George, here, it's your medal. It's your medal. It's your prize. Okay, here, George." And then all the parents come back. The man with the yellow hat, the mom, the dad, they come to school and they say, "Hi, kids. Let's go home. Let's go home." And the kids are so happy. Yay! Hi, Mom. Woohoo! Okay, the kids are so happy. Okay. Then George and the man with the yellow hat, they go home. They go home. And Mr. Apple says, "Bye, George." The kids say, "Bye, George." Okay. The end. Ok, muy rápido antes de terminar, muchas gracias por ver hasta el final. Me caes muy bien porque sé que la mayoría no lo van a hacer. Ahora, tal vez entendiste algunas nuevas palabras hoy, pero si quieres realmente recordar lo que hayas entendido y aprendido, tienes que ver el video más de una vez. Entre más que veas el video, más vas a recordar y más vas a poder usar después. Muy bien, gracias.